of yogurt. And like I said, I incubate my yogurts for 18 good hours. Okay, so today we are back and we are going to continue making this yogurt from where we stopped yesterday. Okay, so this is the batch of yogurt we started yesterday. Like I said, we've already mixed it. Yesterday I explained the whole concept of making yogurt, how I make my yogurt, the exact recipe I used. We literally made this yogurt together yesterday. So if you were here with us yesterday, you would definitely understand what I am saying. Okay, so 18 hours later we are back and we are going to be checking on our yogurts. Okay, so if you are here for the first time, you're welcome. Okay, this is a place to be, a place to learn, a place to engage. Okay, so once in a while, or we make live videos. Okay, so we make live videos often and on to clear your doubts in some recipes, have you acquainted with us, with our channel. Okay, so today we are going to continue from where we stopped yesterday in making our yogurt. Okay, so if you were here yesterday, can I see you? Hello. Okay, so this is it. 10 hours later we are back. Okay, so this is it. So we are going to just open this up. We're going to unveil it, together, see how the yogurt looks. Okay, anything that you don't understand, drop it in the comment section. Okay, so this is it. Okay, okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe, share, especially if you were here yesterday and you know someone who was here and would like to miss an episode of what we are doing. It's time to get the person on board. Yesterday I literally told you set your alarm. Immediately I started incubating. I was like, set your alarm so that you won't miss the completion of this episode. So right about now I have my tools for me. Okay, so I can see most of you are coming on board. Yeah, that is it. So we are just going to unveil this yogurt. It's been incubating for 18 good hours. So this is my whisk I'll be using to mix it. I'll be using the electric table mixer today. I'll be using the manual whisk. Okay, this is a manual whisk. It works just like your egg whisk. Okay, so this is what I'll be using, and this spoon we're using it to check. Okay, so this is basically what I need today for this yogurt. Okay, so let's unveil our yogurt. It's been incubating for 18 hours undisturbed. Okay, so once you start incubating your yogurt, do not disturb. So these are the thick cloths that I used in wrapping it. Okay, just removed them, and this is our yummy yogurt. So I'm just going to bring down the camera a bit. Okay, so that it would come to our height. So that the camera will come to our height. Okay, so I won't stress, and so that I can see your comments and your questions. So if you have any question about yogurt production, it's time to ask your question. And if you the exact recipe of what we used here, we started making this yogurt yesterday. So if you need the exact recipe of what we used here, you have to go to where we started yesterday in this production. Okay, so this is our yogurt. It's time for the unveiling. Unveiling these yogurts. Who is excited? Now, this is our yogurt. So, like I said yesterday, yogurt production is all about getting the right measurements, the accurate recipe, sticking to it. Try as much as possible to maintain your sanitary, okay? So you have to be very neat when you are making yogurt. Okay, let me just keep this here. You have to be very neat when you're making yogurt. So you have to sterilize your tools, stuff like that. So you can see, I'm just trying to show you that there is absolutely no way in this yogurt. There is no way in this yogurt. So we don't need to sieve. This recipe gives you exactly 2 liters plus. So it gives you about 2,100 and something from our calculation yesterday. Cheeky, if you are here, you can remember because you are the most active person while we started yesterday. So this is what our yogurt looks like. With this recipe, you don't have to sieve. You don't have to sieve your yogurt, okay? So there is no way, there is no way in this. So you can see, even as I've bended this, you can't see any way. So this is the recipe I always use, and I've given, in fact, we made this yogurt together yesterday. So we made this yogurt yesterday and we made it together. So it has incubated for 18 hours and this is the check. So if you have any questions about yogurt making, do well to drop it in the comment section, because this section is not going to last for so long, because this yogurt has to be refrigerated and further sweetened if you want to sweeten it. But this one, this is an unsweetened yogurt, okay, and it tastes very nice. It tastes very nice. And all thanks to the starter that I use. It actually tastes like ice cream. Okay, so if you're asking what do I use to sweeten my yogurt, for my sweetened yogurt, I actually use two methods, but the main one that I use is condensed milk, because I rarely use sugar. In fact, I don't use sugar, okay? So some people use sugar, it's fine, everybody and their own way, okay? So I cannot condemn anybody's way, but my way is making it healthier. So I try as much as possible to make recipes that are healthy, okay? So I use condensed milk to sweeten my yogurt anytime, any day. I use condensed milk and it sweetens it in a very creamy way. It makes my yogurt very creamy, okay? So for this 2 liters, if you're asking the quantity of condensed milk to use and sweeten it, it all depends on your taste bud, but I think I use either 2 tablespoons or so. So I use like 2 tablespoons of condensed milk to sweeten my yogurt, okay? It's 2 liters, okay? So but I recommend that you taste as you go, because my taste bud and your taste bud definitely are not the same, okay? So you can see our yogurt really formed. Have you seen a yogurt as beautiful as this? So this is a Greek yogurt, yeah? It's a Greek yogurt and it is unsweetened now, but the taste of this yogurt, in as much as I incubated it for 18 long hours, it is not tangy at all, and all thanks to the starter that I use. This is not the kind of yogurt, there is this notion that if you incubate yogurt for so long, it's going to be tangy and it will slap your destiny. But it is not for this recipe, okay? This recipe I have tasted, I have trusted. As a matter of fact, incubating it for long helps to thicken it this much, okay? So you can see I'm bending this yogurt all the way over and it is not spilling anyway, okay? It is not spilling anyway. That is how thick it is. So let me come closer. You can see all the way down, there is no way in it. it's all creamy yogurt. So I'm just going to run a quick, okay, let me shift this here. I'm just going to run this quick text with you guys. Oh my goodness, can you see that? Can you see how lush? Can you see how neat this yogurt is? See, with this recipe, I bet your clients would keep coming back. So I'm just trying to get this all the way down so that you will see that there is absolutely no way in here. Absolutely no way. So you don't need to sieve this recipe. You don't need to sieve it. So you can see all the way down, and there is no way. There is no water. See, you can see the downest part of it. You can literally see the bottom of the plate. Okay, so you can see the bottom of the plate, and there is no way inside, and I've not sieved this yogurt. We literally brought it out together. We made this yogurt yesterday together. So with this recipe, you save yourself the stress of sieving all the way. So you can see how creamy this yogurt looks. See how creamy it is. And it tastes absolutely nice. So there is no way this is the best recipe to use. So if you want to get exactly this result in terms of taste, in terms of texture, in terms of everything, you have to use everything that I use down to the starter that I use, because that starter for me is my OG. Okay, it's my OG. So the starter is my OG. For my recipe, I give all the credit to the starter. Okay, so now we are going to mix the yogurt together. So this is it. So if you have any question, this is the right and the best time to ask your question, because I promise this section will not last